What's going on, everybody? This is dkdynamite, and today we're going to be talking about all the content that we know is coming in Season 6 of Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone. Definitely stay tuned. But before we jump into that, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, drop a like, and also as a reminder, we got plenty of brand new coverage going up over on dkdynamite.com, expanding on all the coverage you're seeing here on the channel, just in the form of articles on the website, and plenty of tweets over on Detonated's Twitter as well. In the background, enjoy some Armored Royale gameplay here inside of Season 5 Reloaded. The mode is actually a ton of fun, especially with teammates that know what they're doing. I don't have many memories of Armored Royale from Warzone 1. It's just been so long since I played it, but I do think it plays pretty well here inside of the brand new Warzone ecosystem. Let me know how you feel about this game mode down below in the comments. Also, as a quick FYI, I did bring back both my Facebook gaming and TikTok accounts, so if you want to see more content over on those platforms, feel free to drop a follow because any support is, of course, appreciated. Expect a full distribution of all of my content across every platform, including coverage from Detonated as well. But the first thing I wanted to mention is in regards to the Condemned Ghost skin, which a lot of people out there seem to really be interested in. This is a skin that is exclusive as of right now to Warzone Mobile, and not that long ago, the team over at Warzone Mobile did confirm the skin would remain exclusive to mobile only, would not ever transfer to Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone. That confused everybody because then a couple of days ago with the mid-season 5 update that rolled out, the usual leakers on Twitter did go ahead and find the actual skin of Condemned Ghost usable and playable for Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone. So the skin itself is out there. I got permission to actually show this content on screen and over on Twitter. I know major outlets like Charlie Intel and Modern Warzone also shared videos and images of a lot of upcoming cosmetics for COD 2.0. So with that in mind, the Condemned Ghost skin is indeed going to be playable at some point soon. The rumored release date for Warzone Mobile right now is November 10th, and it's unclear if that's exactly accurate, but it was confirmed that at COD Next on October 5th, we are going to get more information about what is happening with Warzone Mobile. And the thing is, if Warzone Mobile does come out at any point before November 10th, that'll mean that it'll be a Season 6 drop, which will allow you guys out there to download Warzone Mobile in your region. It'll be available globally, right, worldwide. You'll be able to link your Activision account to Warzone Mobile, in which it will then sync this skin over into MW2 and Warzone, which will also then transfer into Modern Warfare 3. The other pre-registration rewards do include a vinyl and emblem for hitting 5 million pre-registrations, a X12 blueprint called Prince of Hell for 10 million registrations, then an M4 Arc Fiend blueprint for hitting 15 million, and lastly, for 25 million pre-registrations, they are rewarding everybody with the Condemned Ghost skin for usable in every single game moving forward. But now when it comes to the Season 6 start times and patch size estimates, here's what we have according to the in-game Battle Pass timer. Season 6 should begin on Wednesday, September 27th at 9 a.m. Pacific, 11 o'clock Central, which is 12 o'clock Eastern. About a couple of hours before that, so roughly at about 10 a.m. Central, we should be seeing the patch notes drop for Season 6. That's usually how they do it. They'll drop the patch notes a good hour before the content is set to release. And with that, the download should get found for Season 6 anywhere from September 22nd to the 25th. Usually it pops up in the database for PlayStation, in which it gets reported about over on Twitter. And the preload for Season 6 should begin to roll out for certain regions on the 26th, the good day before Season 6 does officially begin. And then the preload will be live for everyone else on Xbox and PC the morning of launch on September the 27th. Now, real quickly, I also want to mention that for those that pre-ordered a DK Bomb plushie over on my merch page, they are now beginning to ship out. It took a little while to get made, but I'm really happy with the quality of the plushies, and they're a lot bigger than I thought they were going to be. I just can't believe how accurate they are to my actual logo. But again, I have another merch refresh coming up to end off the summer. Any support with that will, of course, be appreciated. Now, in terms of how big the file size is going to be for Season 6, I know a lot of you are probably concerned with how big the mid-Season 5 update just was a couple of days ago. That update was extremely large because it was decreasing the overall game size, and we usually see that towards the beginning of seasons, not mid-season updates, so it was unusual to see that as of, what, a week ago. But typically, a new season should range anywhere from like 18 to 35 gigs, but like I said before, there have been new seasons which also decrease the overall game size, which would in turn result in people out there having to download upwards of 50 to 70 gigs. So it's a little unknown if they're going to be decreasing the overall game size again to prep for the MW3 release at some point in the next few months. It's unclear if they want to do that to ensure that the content smoothly transfers over into the next title. But I know it's unfortunate. If you're on PlayStation, you get access to the preload, meaning that you can download an update that big if you have slower internet without having to miss out on an opportunity to play the content right away. Whereas on Xbox and PC, you have to wait until the morning of to actually download an update that might take you all day to install. But now moving into the actual content for Season 6, an Activision data breach that surfaced back in December did reveal that Season 6 would only be receiving 2 new core maps for 6v6. And the thing is, right, that data breach could now contain outdated information. It might not be accurate whatsoever, so we could still end up getting 3 core 6v6 maps, right? 2 at the beginning of the season and 1 during the midseason like we've been seeing over the last couple of seasons. The data breach page also said that we're not getting any new gunfight content, but we will be seeing one new battle map. Now, what's funny about that is that Season 5 didn't add any new battle maps, but did at least add in a couple more gunfight maps. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and say that's probably out-of-date info. I doubt that gunfight is done getting support unless there is some content being saved for the mid-Season 6 update, you know, closer to Reloaded or whatever haunting event we get, and we get more maps at that point. Also, remember, the Infinity Ward did confirm a little while back that the final maps in Modern Warfare 2's multiplayer lifecycle will favor competitive play, which I know you guys might find to be a bit redundant since the rank season is over, or excuse me, the CDL season is over for Modern Warfare 2, but considering Modern Warfare 3 is going to play relatively similar, then I could see why they're still encouraging some ranked or competitive type of gameplay focuses on these final maps, since the gameplay won't be that much different in Modern Warfare 3, giving pros time to practice up for the new rank season and the new CDL season starting up in the next few months. There's also a lot of campaign areas left that they can choose from, whether they want to use those for regular 6v6, gunfight, even ground war, so I'm still holding out hope the multiplayer does get a healthy amount of content here in our final season to end Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer off on a bit of a bang. But as a reminder, Vanguard didn't get a Season 6 last year, and considering that COD Next does happen a week after Season 6's launch, it would make sense why they don't drop too much at the start of Season 6, but they could end up saving quite a bit for the mid-season update, which might be somewhere around October 18th, a couple of days after the second weekend of the beta does end. That could be when we get our official haunting event and probably whatever is left on the Season 6 roadmap to really end off Season 6 on a bang, because Modern Warfare 3 campaign early access then begins a couple of weeks later, followed by the full launch of the game. But speaking of the haunting, I made a separate video that is linked down below talking about everything you need to know so far about the upcoming Halloween event for Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone. Obviously, a lot more information about the haunting event is going to be learned once the patch for Season 6 does roll around. The usual leakers will go through it, and I'm also going to guess that not all of the Halloween content, if not any at all, is going to drop at the beginning of Season 6. They'll likely wait until after the second weekend of the Modern Warfare 3 beta to launch any Halloween type of content. But as a quick rundown, we are going to be seeing the new operators such as Ash Williams from Evil Dead, Spawn, Skeletor from He-Man, and then Alucard from Hellsing. We'll obviously also get seasonal event challenges, so probably a bunch of Halloween-themed cosmetics you can earn by playing MP, Warzone, even DMZ. Apparently, we're going to be getting zombies inside of multiplayer and ghosts within Warzone, maybe in separate individual playlists, unless they end up just plaguing the regular rotation modes. Then I'll keep you guys posted with that one. We're also going to be seeing Halloween-themed skins like a pumpkin, a raven, and even a zombie. Now, like I said earlier, I don't believe the haunting-related content is going to drop right away for COD 2.0, because we do have two new operators that have yet to also release inside of the game. These are operators known as Ivan and Nolan. It's unclear if what the leakers found about Ivan and Nolan was just referring to the subtitles from the Shadow Siege event, or was it actually referring to them being playable operators at some point in Season 6? Maybe we get a Coney-focused season where we get more and more people added into the operator selection that have infiltrated Shadow Company, which also follows up on, again, the Shadow Siege event, setting up some type of plot we end up getting inside of MW3, potentially the exact fall of Shadow Company because of Coney's infiltration. That could be the case, as well as following up on the fact that Farah and Alex know Graves is alive, so will they end up regrouping with the rest of Task Force 141 towards the end of the season to also set up the fact that, yeah, they're going to be working with Graves yet again in the Modern Warfare sequel. But I'm also guessing that either Ivan or Nolan are going to be our Battle Pass operators, maybe even both of them, and obviously we're going to be seeing a Black Cell offering for the Season 6 Battle Pass as well. But when it comes to the weapons that we're going to see inside of our 6th and final season, I wrote an article about this a couple of days ago on Detonated, but we have the Bruin MK9 LMG, a fan favorite from Modern Warfare 19. It was even meta in Warzone 1 for a while, and funny enough, we already have a Bruin platform inside of MW2 in Warzone with weapons like the HCR 56 and the STB 56. We also have the dual Camas melee weapons, so these are obviously perfect for the Halloween themed event. These might be unlockable for free through either a classified Battle Pass sector or a seasonal Halloween event featuring challenges for different game modes. Consider these dual scythes, right? We had the scythe over in Cold War, and I think these are perfect again for a Halloween themed season for sure. Now we also have the ISO 9 SMG. You guys are probably confused about this one because we already have the ISO 45 SMG inside of the game, so this is obviously going to share the same platform as the ISO 45 and the ISO Hemlock rifle. I'm going to assume the ISO 9 SMG is likely going to be what the Lockman Shroud is to the regular Lockman sub, or what the M13C is to the M13B, which is a weapon that is relatively the same, but features maybe a different ammo type or a different set of attachments that still makes it stand out from the other weapon that's already in the game. Now, if you guys are like, well, why are they doing all these similar weapons for DLC ones? Why not do actual new weapons? They're probably saving a lot of brand new weapons for Modern Warfare 3. And instead of using them all here for the seasonal updates of Modern Warfare 2, they're just dropping weapons that are relatively similar to the ones we already have, but still will feel and play a little bit different from the ones that we've seen before. Now, earlier leaks throughout 2023 did suggest that the PKM LMG for Modern Warfare 19 and a bullpup rifle were also set to release for Modern Warfare 2, unless they're being saved for Reloaded or at any point during a proposed year 2 or something. These are likely weapons that are just going to be saved and reused for Modern Warfare 3 instead, since again, I'm sure at one point in time it was probably decided upon to save a lot of DLC content that was planned for this game and just drop it into the next game instead to ensure that MW3 has plenty of DLC content that they can pull from. Now, as of about a week ago, a new universal camo, which is pretty crazy looking, did end up leaking out, and it looks phenomenal. It's a little over the top, maybe a bit too flashy for your liking, but this is a new camo that is supposed to be dropping at some point. Maybe there is a seasonal event at the beginning of Season 6 that is not Halloween related, allowing you to unlock this camo, or this camo is unlocked through other means, right? It's even scary to think about the possibility of seeing a camo added to a bundle. They haven't really done that in a while, right? Not since the supply drop days. So let's see what this ends up becoming, but this definitely should have been the mastery camo that you unlocked inside of DMZ for doing all the work that we now have to do to get the Serpentine mastery camo. I made a separate video about that and even an article that is linked down below, but who knows what this camo is exactly for. It's not exactly Halloween themed, so it'll be a nice surprise to see them drop this at some point as a universal unlock. Now, not much is known about any new modes coming into multiplayer, but as of a little while ago, along with the Havoc mode that leaked out, which has since released, there's also a mode called Rupture, and that could just be the code name for it, but a mode that apparently has a focus on a Juggernaut in the lobby. I'm not sure if it just chooses a random Juggernaut inside of the match, and you guys have to all go after him. It's unclear what the rules exactly are for the mode, but based on gameplay that leaked out a few months ago, a Juggernaut is definitely involved in the experience, and who knows if the mode is scrapped or whatnot, but there still is some hope that multiplayer does get a couple of new game modes before the end of this game's life cycle. Besides this mode, there's also going to be, without a doubt, some Halloween-themed LTMs as well. But also don't forget about more daily login rewards. So it looks like at the beginning of a season and towards the mid-season updates, we're set to get new daily login rewards, which will allow you to get free cosmetics, whether it's emblems, calling cards, loading screens, XP tokens, maybe even an operator skin, but for sure even a weapon blueprint. I know for the 50 years of hip-hop celebration, they ended up going ahead and dropping several free war tracks that were based on music that we saw in the 80s, 90s, early 2000s, so we'll probably get something like that again here for Season 6, and don't forget about the 4 new prestiges as well, prestiges 22 to 25, which will likely be not just the cap for Season 6, but the cap for MW2 altogether, since Modern Warfare 3 reportedly is going to be getting a separate leveling system, beginning people from level 0 up to 55. There'll be a grind for that, followed by other prestiges that we'll see in that game's life cycle. So what will probably happen is that we'll have a cap off at prestige 25 for MW2, and then when Season 1 rolls around for Modern Warfare 3, that's when Warzone gets integrated with that game and is synced with that leveling system, not Modern Warfare 2's anymore. But coming towards the end here, we do have Warzone 2.0, so as of now, not much is known about what could be coming to the game mode itself. We know that Warzone is now essentially up to speed with where Warzone 1 was at the end of Vanguard's life cycle in terms of quality of life changes, UI improvements, game modes, features. So now it's all about seeing actual new add-ons and new experiences or modes and overhauls or whatnot, which likely won't be seen until Modern Warfare 3's integration in a couple of months. But to end off MW2's life cycle, we still have decontamination stations, which got confirmed a couple of seasons ago and just never released, so those could be dropping. We also have game modes that we also haven't seen return, but might not ever. These were in Warzone 1's life cycle, modes like scopes and scatter guns, or a mode like 200 player quads. Now, with the rumor that the next BR map for the MW3 integration is going to be quite large and could even support up to 200 players, maybe they test that out a little bit with 150 or 200 people inside of matches of Al Mazrah. We'll have to wait and see how that's going to go, but we could even see point of interest updates, which could round out Al Mazrah support for the end of this year, and the map itself might even get rotated out in favor of Urzikstan or whatever the new map is for Modern Warfare 3. But no, I didn't forget about DMZ. We also know absolutely nothing as of right now about what DMZ is going to get inside of Season 6. The mode itself did get a couple of healthy updates for Season 5, but certainly not too much. It is entirely possible we get one more small-scale map for DMZ to kind of even out with B21 and Koshai Complex in terms of scale and PvP activity, but will still be a map map that is accessible every single day and not locked behind a separate spawn within Al Mazrah. Maybe that's what they end up doing to end the mode off on a bang, but I doubt they're going to add bare minimum to the mode if DMZ truly is going to get canceled after MW2's life cycle is over. Definitely expecting maybe even another set of faction missions for the existing ones in the game, maybe another set of upgrades, and hopefully some other surprises like the Serpentine camo or like even a weapon mod, possibly something else that we just haven't expected yet. But that is about it. This has been dkdynamite. Leave your thoughts down below in the comment section. What are your thoughts on everything we know so far coming through Season 6 of Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone? If you guys are wondering, well, is there going to be a year 2 of any sort for this game? I highly doubt it, considering that we're going to have carry forward as a feature for Modern Warfare 3 where everything that's in this game gets transferred over into the next. I don't think they really have any incentive to encourage anybody out there to go back and play this game once Modern Warfare 3 does come out. So with that being said, let me know how you're feeling about what could be the final content drop for multiplayer, Warzone, and even the Haunting event. Really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out, everybody.